You gotta keep the fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning. Don't let the flame die while you wait. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Artist Spotlight with Ralph. Right smack dab in the middle of Women in Music Month. We have an all-female lineup this month, and tonight we are very happy to welcome Janene Otten to the show. Hello, Janene. How are you tonight? Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone in internet world.
Gotta love the green setup.
Thank you.
It is St. Patty's Day.
Yes, I am Irish.
We've got the shamrocks and all the good stuff, and we're drinking a mule. Is that?
Yeah, I got a Jameson Mule. So
Jameson Mule. Okay.
Yes,
I'm drinking a
I
Peroni.
should slancha for that to all my friends out there doing it up. Probably a lot of my friends are playing Irish gigs right now, but
Probably, yeah. I'm not. I'm here with you. So hopefully, and with a whole bunch of other people that are watching. So
glad.
I'm drinking a Peroni. It's an Italian import, but then of course St. Patrick is an Italian import too. So I think it's appropriate. It is in a green bottle. The Irish stole our thunder. No. So I understand you've got some Irish music lined up for us tonight.
I do, yeah. So I'm Italian also, but I have a lot of Irish ancestry as well. And the singing side, well, yeah, I'd say the singing side, the musical side is the Irish side. Although my Italian grandpa was quite talented. He liked to act and he could sing. But really, it was the ladies. My mom's mom, her mother, my mother's aunt. So they all used to sing some of these, well, two of these songs that I'll be playing tonight, for sure. And then I basically learned Irish songs after I had lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I became a fixture at the Irish Fest out there, but it was only after I had lived out there, the last 10 months I was there after 4 years living there. I had moved downtown and I lived near an Irish pub. Shout out to the County Clare, one of the nicest, most amazing pubs, owned by Eagle and Harp. And anyway, they have a really great setup there. They have a lot of musicians, and I met this great guy, Barry Dodd, and he's quite the bard. And so I learned a lot of songs from him. And when I moved back to New York, I just started learning all these songs. So a year later, I went back for the Irish Fest, and he asked me, which song I wanted to play. And I said, well, you tell me, and he was really shocked that I could play all these songs. But he really inspired me, to get in touch with those roots. And then I was playing a lot of, open mics out in Queens, and just honing my skills and just trying things out, writing my own songs,
Cool.
So that's
the Irish songs, obviously, none of them are original, right? Or are they?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you're going to play an original or two for us tonight too, or what? Or are we going all Irish tonight?
I have one original song, and I bet with the right instruments could sound very Irish if we.
Yeah. I can picture you with your voice singing opera too, so that's Italian.
Yeah, well, I studied classical music at college, so that was my major, and I was mezzo soprano there. But I sang in folk groups since I was a kid, so a lot of the music I was singing as a kid were songs from either, the folk genre, Simon and Garfunkel. We liked all kinds of things. I mean, I loved, Chicago and Aretha Franklin and all. But we would sing folk music, and then also Broadway musicals. Well, Godspell, Jesus Christ Superstar. Those were the biggies at that time. So I really loved Godspell. It was a brilliant musical. So that I loved. But usually, if I sing in a classical voice, it's very different. Very different than what I do here. Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that you're not speaking with an Irish brogue tonight. I mean,
Yeah, well, it creeps in. I mean, you'll hear it in some of my songs. Instead of the word night, I'll say night, but if I went full on Irish, I just don't know if I'd be able. I can't do every word, it would
yeah.
definitely sound.
Couldn't sustain it for a whole hour, huh?
I could sustain Southern for an. I don't know how. I could do that, but I just cannot do other accents for too long.
Cool, but I'll bet you can do some Irish music for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do some gigs that were about 3 hours long with a couple of breaks, and so I would kind of stretch it out. I think once in a while I'd repeat a tune in the last set.
Yeah.
But I used to. Now I have a huge book full of stuff that I could do, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's hear some Irish music. What are you going to do for us first?
All right. Let's start out with the County Down, which is the one I was playing before, just because it's on my EP, which you can find on SoundCloud. I posted it in the actually, well, you could post it on YouTube for me, but I did post it in one of our invites. But the SoundCloud is basically Janene Otten, and I have an EP up there, one of covers that I did, and then I did some Irish. I did about 4 Irish songs on there, and this is one of them. Start the County Down. Okay.
To the sheen of her nut
That's my mom.
Well, much deserved applause. Definitely. Very nice. Very nice.
Out there jigging. I really hope you're all
Yeah.
doing your best Irish dance. Great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
there's plenty of gigs going on tonight somewhere. So,
I'm
uh,
sure.
yeah, just scrolling through Facebook a little bit today and saw a bunch of stuff out there. So,
So
stuff
you're
I
talking
didn't know
about
about it.
do you like opera, Ralph?
Do I like opera?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. No. I
Not really.
mean,
We're talking about it.
yeah, just
Mm, I
you
don't like
have
it either.
that kind of a voice that I feel would fit real well there. Um,
Yeah, it is. I don't like operas per se. I love classical singing, but not always opera. I love Renaissance music and unaccompanied vocal music from like the 16th century.
yeah.
Just because when the voices are in tune, it's like magic with those
Yes.
vibrations, and I
Uh-huh.
just love it.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely. When the voices are in tune, you're right. Magic is
Right?
even just two people harmonizing. Sometimes I feel like it's just magic. It's perfect. You know, reminds me. I saw you with Aaron. God,
Yeah.
it's got to be a couple of years ago now, and the two of you, your voices just fit so nicely together. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are a couple of songs that we had done. I think it was a Lady Gaga. Might have been Million Reasons. When we would rehearse it, I would get choked up. I mean, that's what it is. It's those vibrations. I mean, sometimes the song is meaningful too, obviously with the lyrics and certain chords, certain songs, just the construction of them, it just lends itself to really being emotional. But then you add in the harmony and yeah, I would get choked up and
yeah,
she would laugh. I'd tell her, I was like, I am such a wuss.
uh huh. So
Yeah.
it's one of the things I enjoy the most about playing with a duo now is that the two of us we do a lot of stuff where there's
Yeah,
harmonies and
yeah, yeah. What's his name?
and
Mark? No,
Mark, yeah, and the
Mark.
harmonies just our voices blend together well and the harmonies come out
Yeah.
as
Yes, yes,
as good as
yes.
you can expect and
Now I like that because you guys do like the Crosby, Stills and Nash, which is
yeah,
all those great, great
God,
harmonies. And then
we do a ton of Crosby, Stills and Nash. I could probably fill a whole set with Crosby, Stills and Nash songs that
wow,
we do, but or
actually, it's funny
Crosby,
that
Stills
guy
and
I
Nash
mentioned.
and Neil Young songs. So
Yeah, yeah, right.
yeah,
Well, that guy I mentioned to you, Barry Dodd, he he's kind of a creature of habit, but I think he was really curious to try to learn. I mean, he knows a lot of music, but he wanted to maybe shake things up and try to add a few new things, even though he, at this point he'd be playing for 50 years, or at that point. But he took my Crosby, Stills and Nash book to learn. I had the Crosby, Stills and Nash. I don't know, it's one of those music books, and I was just thinking about it the other day. I never got that one back. It's the only one I didn't get back.
need to get that back.
I
That's a
thought about
valuable
that.
book.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even know where it is, but I bet you if I went into his house and I went over to a bookshelf, it'd be right there.
Yeah. There's some songs though that are just like impossible to do. Like I think somebody asked us one time to do Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, and that's just
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's
There's
like
just
doing
no way.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light, or
Yeah,
American Pie, or it's just Hotel
it's
California.
it's a great song, but give me like four more singers in the background because
Yeah,
two of us just
yeah.
ain't going to cut it on that one. But no, a lot of their stuff is very much lends itself to duos. So we enjoy doing it. It's fun. But this is about you. It's not about us. So um,
I
we
was,
brought you on. We brought you on to talk about you. We didn't bring you on to talk
yeah.
about me. So and to hear some Irish music. So um, any plans on playing out anytime soon now that things are opening up? Or
I don't have any. No, Erin and I had a date booked at Easton Wine Project last May. I also had something booked with Ashley Gottschall Moore when we were going to do that Taylor Brewing. Actually, it was in Women's Month. It was supposed to be in April, actually, but it was like a women's show. I forget exactly what it was called, but so she and I got together and we got to play, and that was fun, because
yeah,
we had met. a few years back, about 4 or 5 years ago, she was looking around to try to get somebody to sing with. She actually found those guys, which I think was great. But when she
Uh-huh.
came to see me, it was at Esme's place over Northampton, 718, Northampton, where she has her music school. And we were just jamming around, and I'm playing Angel from Montgomery and all these things. And I think she just, she was with her husband. She kind of just stand there. We kind of, it just wasn't like the jam session that I was like, come on in, and it kind of didn't happen. And then, she found those guys to play with. And I think it's wonderful because it can showcase her and her voice. And,
Yeah.
um, it's important because people need to grow in their own way. And I think that, now we can do something special together, she and I, and maybe, hook up again for that. But, we were just going to do mostly cover songs or whatever.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So no plans, no immediate plans then.
Nothing. No, I do a lot of church music now. My mother, she lives in Easton now, and she joined the church choir I'm in at College Hill Presbyterian Church. And Jean Ann Schaeferman, who's a member of the Bach Choir and an extremely seasoned musician, music editor, wonderful singer. She is the head of our choir now. And then we have this amazing organist named Brian Holton. And so we work really hard at keeping the music in music ministry going there. And so I record a lot of my parts, and I also do like an alto guide track for the altos in the choir. Everyone's volunteer, so it's not a professional group, but it's amazing the work that we do. And then we have somebody from the choir who actually mixes it all and does the video mixes, and we're just so blessed to do that. And I play flute as well. I'm doing a flute trio on April, I think 21st, or I can't remember the date. But I record it, and it's not that easy. You have to have the earbuds in, and I'm listening to a track. Sometimes I take one of them out because I'm trying to, tune, and it's not that easy. Because also when I'm doing guide tracks, I have to do it pretty much perfectly so nobody
Yeah.
does the wrong note that I do.
Uh,
So it's a little bit of a challenge, and I love it though. I mean, it keeps us going. So
cool. Cool.
yeah.
Hopefully things are starting to open back up again soon. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm talking to him yesterday, and he's not sure a lot of people are going to come out again. I said, you got to understand, a lot of our clients that we have are really big bands, and they're older. And I said, a lot of these guys are going to pack it in. But if we have newer artists, which we do have some, they're going to be out in full force. So I told him, I said, hopefully we'll get some rides back. But, I saw a couple of tours on schedules at, Joe's Beach, different places. And he's like, yeah, that tour's not happening now, So I was all psyched. And then he's like, no, they're not doing that. I'm like, oh, no. But
Yeah, maybe the tours are not going to come back quite as quick, but I think you're going to start seeing the bars starting to fill back up again, and people going out to see live music. And I mean,
I'd love
I've already
to.
seen a hint of that just being out myself, and
But yeah, because you
the
were going to play
crowds are
that.
getting big.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I would love to play. Actually, I was going to try to hit up the Red Stag one of these days and show them some of my stuff and maybe try to play over
Cool.
there. Yeah.
Awesome. All they got to do is hear you once. They'll love you,
And I
and
got
then
my
you'll be in.
vaccine. I got
Ah,
both my vaccines, so I'm good.
yeah. Cool. That's good. That's excellent. And the more that happens, then the more things will open back up too. What kind of
Yeah.
guitar are you playing?
It's a breed love. I compliments of my mama, who's standing right here, actually. Um, what did I get for my birthday? My 40th birthday, I think. It's a breed love, and it's really cool because it has a tone hole cut in the top of the cedar,
Oh,
and it's a
cool.
cedar body. It has a tone hole, so I get this nice warmth coming up right in my face here, which is really cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Beautiful sounding guitar. Yeah, I tried to tailor. I took it home, and when I was shopping around, and yeah, just it was a little twangy for me, a little high
Really?
end on that Taylor. Yeah, yeah, I tried a couple of them actually, but I did take one home, and I don't know, I just loved this. The Martins are great, but I just something about this one and the tone hole. Maybe because I'm a flutist and I have an open hole flute, and there was something that was just speaking to me. But
Someone was talking to you,
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
"Yes, take me, take me." I don't know. It's funny that one time when I went down to Florida and I flew down, which is rare. Most of the time I drive. And my brother said, "Don't bother putting your guitar on the plane because I have a couple guitars you can use while you're down here
Oh,
for your gigs." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so I get there, and he goes, "Okay, I brought two guitars down. You can pick whichever one you want." And one of them was a Taylor, and the other was a Martin. Now my brother's a bass player. He has no business having six-string guitars to begin with, but and he's got a Taylor and a Martin. I don't know what for, but I messed around with both of them, and I actually ended up using his Taylor the whole time I was down there. Just I like the feel of it. I like the sound I was getting out of it. But then I bought a Martin, so who
yeah.
knows? I don't know what I'm doing. Um, I put my Ovation down, and now I play a Martin all the time. So, and I love
Great.
that guitar. I don't know if I'll ever get that up,
Nice.
but I said that about the Ovation 10 years ago. So I'm never going to play another guitar, and here I am playing another guitar. So who knows?
Growth.
You
It's
know.
called
So what are you going to play
evolution.
for us now?
This is Galway Bay. I've never actually played it. I just learned it, but it's this song that has been a family favorite, right, for many years.
Cool.
So I had the lyrics for a long time, and I just thought, well, I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Galway Bay.
Awesome.
If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, maybe at the dawning of the. Hold on, I'm gonna start it over. Sorry. Ever go across the sea to Ireland? Maybe at the closing of the day, you will sit and watch the moon rise over Gutta. See the sun go down on Galway Bay. Just to hear again the ripple of the trout stream. Women in the meadow making hay, and just sit beside the turf fire in a cabin. Watch the barefoot Dawsons as they play. For the breeze is blowing over the seas from Ireland, perfumed by the heather as it blows, and the women in the uplands digging praties speak a language that strangers do not know. For the stranger came and tried to teach us their ways, scorned us just for being who we are. Well, they might as well go chasing after moonbeams, but light a penny candle from the stars. And if there's going to be a life hereafter, somehow I'm sure there's going to be. I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in the dear land across the Irish Sea. I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
You have such a soothing, calming voice when you sing a soft melody like that. It's cool. Love
An
it.
air, I guess you would call it, eh? I'm not
What's
sure.
that?
An air, perhaps.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
So, so how many Irish tunes do you actually know?
Hmm. I'm going to venture a guess and say that I could probably play about 25 Irish songs.
Wow. I didn't even know
Yeah.
25 Irish songs existed.
Oh my gosh, there are thousands.
we were
Yeah.
um, we were possibly going to play an Irish a gig tonight. As a matter of fact, we you and I had talked about that
Yes.
um, a week or so ago. But then the things got rearranged, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know one single Irish tune, so I hope they don't want Irish music on St. Patty's Day. But it's like,
Well, if
yeah,
anybody ever asks you, I wouldn't mind taking the gig.
yeah. it was uh, it was more a situation with the venue. We had never played at the venue before, so um, they wanted somebody who'd been there before because they had a pub crawl going on and all this stuff, and
Oh
it was
yeah,
supposed
they
to be
gotta
a
get
really
to
big night.
yeah.
And it's like let's move them back a week or so. So
Well,
they
I
did.
got
They
another one, and well, I asked my mom if she wanted to come sing a little harmony here.
that
Um,
would be wonderful.
goes around this way. She'll be able to read the lyrics, I think. You want to go around by mom? Would you be willing to do that? You know the alive, alive, oh part at least.
I can sing part of it. I don't want to steal your thunder.
She's talking about stealing my thunder, but as we had just discussed, it is not. It is about the harmony and the beauty of the vibrations.
Yes,
Especially
exactly.
with family members, right? It's like amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you go around that, I know she's coming in
Oh,
here.
jeez. Tripping on wires.
So just be careful of that stand, and you can come in here in that little spot right there,
The booby trap.
the booby trap. And hopefully she can see
I
it. So
said I wasn't going to do this.
this is my mama.
Howdy.
Hello, Janine's mama.
I see my mama, so maybe I could.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, she'll peek her head in and say hi after.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is a Molly Malone. We love this one. We went and she actually came with me. We sing sometimes at the YWCA for the adults that have memory issues, Alzheimer's, and when they hear some of the songs, they just light up, you know. But she came with me and sang this month and a couple other songs. So whatever you want, Mama. Whatever moves you, Mom. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Mama, stick your head in there. Where? Right over here. Come.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
You have wires galore.
Just tilt
here.
in here. Tilt in your head. It's right there's the camera.
Oh,
Can you see? There she is.
Yeah, there we go. That's the other beautiful voice behind the music. Fantastic.
oh, it's good to visit. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, you guys sounded great together.
Careful.
I'm going to go back to the peanut gallery.
I'll say so.
I don't know. We were hoping you might stay for another song.
She made corned beef tonight.
Yes,
We
I
had corned
did.
beef and cabbage
And Irish.
Cool.
and Irish soda bread. It was amazing. Amazing.
Oh,
Thanks,
amazing.
Mom.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking me. I love to sing.
I cheated. I just had a corned beef sandwich. So,
That's all right. Hey, that's
good.
great. I
yeah.
was thinking, I was thinking today how much I missed being at the pubs in Queens. There was always, well, you could bar hop for days in Irish pubs, especially between Woodside and Astoria.
Yeah.
There's so many pubs, but we used to go to all the pubs and they would have the corned beef and cabbage out, the potatoes and the rye bread, and it was just a blast. So much fun.
I think there's the pub on every corner in every borough in Manhattan, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I remember Woodside had kind of a record going because they had more pubs per square feet than any other town.
Oh, really? Okay.
In New York, I know that, but
Cool.
it was a great place to play. My good friend Alan Gogarty, I'm sure he's playing tonight, but Alan Gogarty out there in Queens, well, he plays Manhattan a lot, but he's just amazing. And he opened up an opportunity for me to play because a friend of mine said, you have to meet this guy. And I went into Saints and Sinners in Woodside and he took a break. He took a ciggy whiskey Guinness break. And, he trusted that my friend would, that she had good judgment, that I could actually play. And I went up, and churned out a couple of these, and he's like, all right, next time I double book, you're in. So he got me a couple of really good gigs and,
Cool. Never really spent much time in Queens. I spent I'm in Brooklyn or Manhattan most of the time.
Yeah.
Not in Queens very often. So don't know
Not
a
Irish
whole lot
New
about it.
York.
What's
Well,
that?
Our Irish family lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah, my family's from Brooklyn too.
Yeah.
I was born there. I was very young when we moved to Pennsylvania, but I was born in Brooklyn, so still say I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have the accent anymore. But except
Well, how about our original song?
according to my ex-girlfriend, whenever I get around my family, then I speak with a Brooklyn accent. I don't think that's necessarily true, but she swore it was true, so guess maybe there was some truth to it.
I don't really have an accent much, but yeah, I can we can New York it up for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
My mother, she would always used to say, your father, call your father. The best was when I moved back from Milwaukee and I'm on the train. I think it was the Long Island Railroad, and the announcer is like, track 4, Long Beach, track 4. And I'm home.
I used to get the biggest kick out of my grandmother. She'd finish Sunday dinner and she'd be cleaning up the table and getting all the desserts out. And she's like, and then I'm going to go cook the coffee. Like, you're cook the coffee? Yeah. I'm going to go cook the coffee. Like, okay, Grandma.
Did
Cook
she
the
have
coffee for us.
demi-tasse? Like my Italian grandmother used to drink the demi-tasse. Did she have the demi-tasse?
Yep.
Saturday?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
My mom does still too. And the sambuca. Back then she used to put a little saccharin. She used to have a little thing with the tongs. She put a little saccharin in it.
Yeah.
Lemon peel.
You look
Well,
like you're all set to play another song.
Yeah, I guess I'll do an original song.
Oh, okay.
Is
Cool.
that all right? How
Yeah,
much
that
time do we
is
have?
awesome. Yes.
We got some
So
time, right?
before you start playing, tell everybody where we can find you, like on social media. Do you have a website? You know, that kind of stuff. So
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, you could definitely find me on Facebook, Instagram, um, SoundCloud, like I mentioned before. SoundCloud is where I have music. Right now, it's just an EP, like I said, and then the Irish songs. But I'm in the process of doing some other stuff that we're gonna record soon, and a couple of originals. A lot of my originals I never recorded, so I have to do that. And that's at soundcloud.com/Janene Otten. So you just look at my name on the YouTube tonight and you can find it. And then I'm also where else am I? That's basically it. Twitter. Yeah, I mean it's just my
okay.
name, Twitter. But and
Do
you
you
can
have a
find
YouTube
EJ
channel?
Show. I'm not active right now. No.
Okay.
Because I don't really have anything to put up on it, to be honest. I don't make videos and I don't really, I had a couple of live things, but yeah, I'm not, it just wasn't up to my standard. So I was like, I'm not going to put anything on there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love live music. I like to play live. So like I said, I want to do the Irish music. I know that there are a lot of places here, especially in Bethlehem, that I was interested in getting out and playing in. And, that's basically it. I'm just writing and singing a lot of the church stuff. So, you can find me at College Hill Presbyterian, and we're on Facebook. We have a service, and I often do, Easter, was it Easter? Yeah. Might be Good Friday. There's a service. We're doing, I'm in a chamber choir that
Cool.
sings smaller, it's a smaller ensemble. And I'm singing Thomas Tallis piece, If Ye Love Me, on there. So yeah, let's spread it around a little bit.
Okay. So basically, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and
Yep.
SoundCloud.
And SoundCloud is the one where, yeah, you can find my music.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
And this is an original song.
Yeah, this one is called Full Circle.
How long ago did you write it?
And this is kind of in a little bit of a country vein, but like I said, I think it would be great with a fiddle, So it could be a big production, which I think I want to do eventually. Maybe a nice steel guitar here. That's what I envisioned for it anyway. Some nights are lonelier than others. When I think of all the times I've played around, nothing comes close to any other.
Beautiful song.
I think I
So tell us a little bit about it. What inspired the song?
So yeah, here's a story. Like we said, Irish people like stories. I had an apartment, but it was my first apartment in Astoria that where I lived by myself. And a friend of mine had lent me books, because I was spending some time at home, I was working at home. And I was writing some music at that time. And I had a lot of stuff in journals and down on paper from years and years of, just writing for, from years past in journals. And I had this one book. And well, first I'll say that my friend had given me a novel to read, and basically it was forget it was the circus. It was Night Circus. It was called. Really fascinating novel, and it was called Night Circus. And at the beginning there was a quote about the three circles and just about the cyclical nature of time and about the three rings of the circus, and it was a theme, in the book. And so I'm reading this book and I just started it and I took a break and I opened this other book to write, maybe say, okay, let me work on a song now because I'm all inspired. I'm reading, and there's this title at the top. Never wrote a song, but it said Full Circle. And I was like, well, that's a coincidence, and I also, at that time, that show Nashville had just come on the air, and I think it was only maybe one or two episodes had aired at that point. And there was a scene at the end of the first episode, and the one couple, they were a songwriting team, very green, looking for a deal. And they would get together, and at the end of the episodes, they would show them, writing and their process, and then singing this one song together that they had just written. And I was so inspired by the simplicity of it and the beauty of it. And I said, you know what, I'm going to write something beautiful, a beautiful melody, with very simple, and that'll have an impact like that. And so that's what I did.
Cool. Well, it certainly worked out for the better. There's no doubt about that. It's a great song. So
Thanks. Yeah, I want to record that one too. I will eventually.
that would be a good choice.
Yeah.
You look like you're going to switch over to the keyboard.
I think I should, right? Because I went through all the trouble. So before we run out of time, I think I better try to get on it, right?
Yeah, jingle the keys a little bit. Why not?
Uh-oh. I think that the plug just came out.
I probably did that.
So in the meantime, hold on, and I
Okay.
will plug it back in.
Time out for a plug-in.
I know. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, we had to go dark here, so that's the reason. I don't want to knock over the guitar. That would be dangerous as well. So make sure I can get this in without. Sorry for the delay, folks. Just want to make sure I can get this out of here.
This would be a perfect spot for, and now a word from our sponsor.
And now.
So there's a hint. If you have a business out there and you want to sponsor the show, see, you could have been getting a plug right now.
Thank you for watching Rock in the Valley. This is Elvis. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. And now. Yeah, it's really kind of messed up here, but I think I might have gotten it. It's really caught in this guitar stand here. So,
Ouch.
I know. I'm sorry.
The wonderful thing about guitar stands.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens up on the stage.
Several things here going on, and I'm just trying to give me a second. Yeah, it's all messed up. Oh wow. Okay. Well, all right. Give me 1 second here. If I can get this guitar stand free of everything, then I can. Yay! I think I have done it, folks. I think I might have done it. And then, I know I should have told that story and done this at the same time. Sure, I could have found another one. It's really quite a disaster, I have to say. Don't know exactly how to remedy that, but okay, let's see.
Looks like your space is a little cramped.
It is, it is. I just can't get the guitar back on the stand now because I'm. Yeah, give me a second. All right, there we go. That's. It's always something, my Italian grandmother used to say. It's always something.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Not one thing, it's another. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this guitar for the present moment because I don't want to waste too much more time. If I can't do it, I can't do it. But I'm trying to get this plug back in and it's stuck. You know what I mean? It's like all caught up in another thing here. So I'm going to try to get it. I think I'm on the verge. We're on the verge, folks. All right, I got it. Whee! Got it.
We're
kids.
turning the corner and in the home stretch.
I hope my little flowery headband didn't come off.
Nope, it sure
So
didn't.
that's important. And after that, before we. Okay. Whew.
There we go. We have keyboards.
Excelente. Well, so this is a Joni Mitchell song that I learned for what was supposed to be a kind of a Joni Mitchell show at Godfrey Daniels. And that didn't happen because of the COVID. So, I think I'm ready. And it's called For Free.
Shopping today for
Very nice job on that cover. Very nice.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Joni
I
Mitchell.
love Joni.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. Me too.
How are we doing with the time? We're good?
Doing good. I think we got time for you to do another song.
One more?
Yeah.
One more Irish song. We'll close it out.
Sounds good.
I like it. So I'm sure anybody who likes Irish rock music likes the Pogues because they just are amazing. I got some stories about that too. We got great pub in Astoria called the Keys, and the proprietor was a pretty good friend of Shane McGowan's, and so whenever they came into town to do their shows, Patty's Day, usually in March sometime, a bunch of people would be on high alert. When are they going to show up at the Keys? And a lot of the time it was like 5 a.m. So I got this call one time, the Eagles landed, get down there. So I get down there and people are doing shots. It's like 5 a.m. The sun's coming up. Shane McGowan's there, and it was he came and sang there a couple times too. It was a blast. But yeah, he's a piece of work. That guy, no teeth. It's crazy. But really classic band. Really amazing performer. I mean, he'll perform in anything. He'll perform anytime. He's got nerves of steel, I think. Okay. Once again, we're trying to undo this from the...
Tangled in the guitar stand again, huh?
I got it now. Well, this one we'll get our yah-yahs out with, so that'll be good. We need to get a little yah-yahs out. Yes. All right. I know it's hard doing shows in the dark. We had to change the lighting setup. The situation with us here in the makeshift studio. I'm always doing gigs in different places in this house. I got the peace sign upstairs. I do my churchy recordings. I got this thing. The beginning of the pandemic, I had a purple fantasy cloth with some lights. It's all changed. All right, well, this goes out to everybody out there. Big town, small town, any town, dirty old town. Well, I met my love by the gasworks wall. I dreamed a dream, I behold him now. And I kissed my boy by the factory wall. Dirty old town.
Great stuff. Janene, thanks so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you for
I
having
hope
me.
everybody who tuned in enjoyed it as much as I did. If you're tuning in late, it'll be on my YouTube channel tomorrow, and that's Ralph Pagano Music on YouTube. So if you tuned in late and want to catch the whole show, it'll be there available tomorrow sometime, probably around noon. You can also share it with anybody who couldn't tune in and wanted to see the show. They get an opportunity to see it, and of course, I'll share it with you tomorrow on Facebook too, so that you can share it with your friends and family. And by all means, have people tune in at any time. It'll always be there, so it doesn't have to be tomorrow. It can be any day. And again, thanks so much for tuning in. Please follow Janene on her social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's just Janene Otten. And then on SoundCloud, it's Janene Otten on SoundCloud, and that's where you can find her music. It's been a pleasure having you on. Tune in next week as Women's Month in Music continues here on the Artist Spotlight Show with Ralph. Our guest next week is Ani Powell, and she'll be on the eve of her brand new EP release, Wild and Free. It's her first release, so that's going to be kind of exciting to hear some new stuff from Ani. Ani is an amazing performer, as is everybody that's been on the show. I mean, just great stuff tonight, Janene. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Peace, everyone.
We will see everybody. Where my hand's in there somewhere. Yeah, stupid camera. That's what I get for using the built-in camera on the laptop instead of getting myself an external camera. One of these days,
well,
maybe.
I mean, I was all high tech, and we had, it took us a while to get it right?
Yeah, Zoom can be funny sometimes with sound and lighting, and but once you get it right, it's good. So it works out. And again, great show. Thank you so much for being on tonight. It's been a pleasure. And the Irish music was definitely a treat. No doubt about that.
Ralph. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see everybody next week on Artist Spotlight with Ralph. You gotta keep the fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning. Don't let the flame die while